What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Roll Top. I know it's been a minute. I've been swamped, and honestly, posting every day was not good for me, and it was probably boring for you guys. And so I'm going to try to be more intentional with what I'm posting and space it out a little bit more for my own sake and for yours. And so today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to share with you guys a resource that I've used that has helped me prepare for pre-release events. Because I don't know about you, but I love to succeed in the pre-release events that I do. And to do that, you got to be familiar with the set. You got to be familiar with the mechanics and just familiar with the cards, all in general. And there's a resource that I found that I got from a video that hopefully I can share with you guys that'll help you be more prepared for pre-release events moving forward. So there's two websites. The first one is draftsim.com. You go to DraftSim and you go to Draft Simulator and you can actually look at sets. And it'll give you all sets. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here, Lorwyn Eclipse, and it'll give you a pool of cards based on the set that you do. And you can really go all the way back, like super far. But today I want to prepare for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sealed event. Right? Because pre-releases, you get a pre-release box, it's all sealed, 6 packs, and you build a deck from those packs. And so I'm going to click on sealed and get a sealed list. All right, and so we have our pool of cards here, and it randomly generates them, similar to how you'll randomly pull cards. And what you do is you can stay in here. I haven't done much in here because I really appreciate our next website. And so I go to export, copy list, and then I go to sealeddeck.tech. And what this does is it really breaks it down. And you go to paste deck. And then since you already copied it, you paste, load it, and voila. It gives you all the cards that you want here. And so let's just make this big and see what we have here. And you can sort it in different ways. We're going to sort by rarity. So we have Leonardo Sewer Samurai as our mythic. We only got one mythic, which is kind of a bummer. So here we have our draft archetypes. You can do white-black for sneaky ninjas, strike from the shadows using the sneak mechanic. There's blue-red machines, and that is more in the artifact world. There's disappear, which is black-green, and this involves a lot of foods and sacrificing foods and making permanents leave so that you can get benefits in your end step. Alliance is go wide, white and red, and then mutagen is blue-green, which is tokens. And mutagens are artifacts that you can sack, and then you can put a +1/+1 on target creature, and I believe you can only activate it as a sorcery. And so going back to our page here, we know that we have one mythic that's in white, we have 3 rares that are blue, 1 rare that is white, 2 colorless, and then Mutagen Man, who is green, Ravenous Robots that are red. And so now we're going to kind of sort by color identity. So we don't have a ton of white, which is tragic because that is our only mythic that we have. Okay, and so we'll come down here and slide this across. It looks like our best pool here is in green and red, which green and red don't have an archetype necessarily together, but there are things that you can make work, like going wide and putting counters on, right? Those are 2 things that green and red do very well. And so looking at what we have here, we're going to make some decisions. So it looks like I want to do our black and green. I know we're not using our mythic, which sometimes at a pre-release event is the right decision to make. And so we're just going to add all of our black and green, double click them, and it sends them to the other page. Okay, we got Putrid Pals, Tainted Treats, and then we can add Slithering Cryptoid as a green. Everything Pizza, why not? It's a food. And then we have all of these artifacts over here. That's an equipment. Sure, we'll take that. It does haste. Pizzas, Turtle Van, of course, and Henchbots. Sure, we'll throw it in there for now. We got our mana fixing. Oops. Escape tunnel. Turtle lair. Interesting. We'll throw that in there. Okay. And so now we kind of got our focused pool to work from. Let's get that land out of there that I accidentally did right here. Okay. So we'll hide all of those. Now we're going to sort by mana value. Look at our mana curve a little bit. So we actually have a pretty busted combo here. We have both Bebop, Warthog Warrior, and Rocksteady, Crash Courser. And what's nice here is they both make each other, when you have them both out, they make each other unblockable. Because rhinos you control have menace, and this rhino can't be blocked by more than one creature. So if he can't be blocked by one and he can't be blocked by more than one, he's unblockable. And it does the same thing for Bebop Warrior Warthog, where he has menace and it makes boars you control unblockable by more than one creature. So that's a fun little combo that I see here. Now, this archetype is all about permanents leaving the battlefield, right? So we got our foods. Our foods are a must-have. Okay, this is just nice because it gives creatures haste, which you want because you're in a pre-release event matching up against opponent, and they're supposed to be quick matches. And so the faster you can get in and deal damage, the better. So it's a 1 mana, equip 1, +1/+0 haste. And you can tap target permanent when it enters. That's just value. Okay, so we got these 3 foods for 1 mana, which are great. In 2 mana, we have Death in the Family. Exile target creature with mana value 3 or less. That's removal, that's good. We have Tunnel Rats. Return this creature from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. Not bad, right? Because you want it to leave the battlefield, so you're okay throwing it out. And then if you are stuck, don't have cards, and you have the mana for it, you can always bring back a 2/2 to the battlefield. This one's a great card for this archetype. So Career of the Comestibles. I don't know how to say it. Comestibles. So what this guy does is when he enters, you may search your library for a food card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Now, there's a lot of different types of foods in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there's even food creatures. A food creature that you can go tutor for, which I don't believe we have, which is a bummer, but that's okay, because you can't always get the perfect draft. So we're going to keep him because we're looking for foods, right? We got Frog Butler. He's a 2 mana dork with Death Touch. That's always great to have. Mutagen Man, Living Ooze. So activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate. Now, normally, this guy is for mutagen decks, right? Mutagen Man, you create mutagen tokens when he enters, and that's okay to have, but artifact tokens also include, I mean, this isn't a token, but if we have things that create foods, those are tokens. So if we have food tokens, then they'll be 1 cheaper to activate. So we won't necessarily cut him right away. We'll see what we have, because we do have too many cards. Saved by the Shell is combat trick, protects your turtles or other creatures. It just costs 1 less if you target a turtle. Everything Pizza, when it enters, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So that's ramp, which is cool, but it has a very kind of crazy cost. Activation, sacrifices artifact, target player gains 3 life and draws a card. Each of your opponents discard a card. This artifact deals 3 damage to any target and then put 3 +1/+1 counters. So it's cool, like it does everything, but it's expensive, and in green-black, we're not gonna get there. And so I'll probably cut that for the sake of it doesn't fit within what we're trying to do. It is food, but we don't have the mana to sacrifice it. So we have a card draw, sack to add 1 mana of any color, or food trigger on the Omni pizzas. So we'll keep those. Now we'll get into our 3 CMC. So this is a disappear mechanic, right? This is what we're doing here. So it's flying at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control, scry 1, okay? Flying 2/2 with a disappear trigger is great. So we'll keep both of those. Shredder's Revenge. Target player discards 2 cards. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. So that could be situational, right? Honestly, modal cards are great. That's where they have multiple options. So if you need the card draw and you have the life, then take the 2 and lose 2. Or if you aren't in need of cards and you just want to put your opponent at a disadvantage early, make them discard 2 cards, that's fantastic. Michelangelo, Game Master. All right, we got Mikey in the house. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 on it. That's great. Fits within what we're doing perfectly. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature token, or creature with flying. Create a mutagen token. Okay, so that's more beneficial for mutagen, which since we need to make cuts, we're going to cut that. Tainted Treats, destroy target artifact or creature. If it was mana value 4 or less, create a food token. That's great. That's awesome, because if we're trying to target an early game play that is giving them a lot of advantage, then we get a food out of it. But even if it's like a big creature, we can still target it. We just don't get the food. I love that card. That's great. This guy is all about mutagen tokens. All right, so we'll cut him. Turtle Van. When this vehicle enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that crewed it this turn. If that creature is a mutant, ninja, or turtle, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. So ideal for +1/+1 counters, right, for the blue-green, but we're going to hold on to it for now because we got mutants, we got turtles, but it might get cut here. So this is food, right, but when it enters, it destroys target creature. So it's removal and it fits within the theme. It's fantastic, okay? Remember, we got to get down to 23 cards. I know that you don't have to, that you can do more than 40, but I love the ideal 17 lands, 23 cards, total 40. And so we're going to do our best to get there if we can. Okay, so we got Lord Dreg, Disappear ability on this guy as well. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 black insect. All right, so you're sacking foods, you're gaining life, and then you're getting 1/1 flyers at the end as well. We got another Mikey. Each creature you control with a counter on it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Okay, so this guy, as cool as he is, right, fits more within the green-blue archetype. Now he's a 4-mana 4/4 that gives buffs if they have counters on them. Might be worth leaving in, but we'll see. He'll probably get cut along with the Turtle Van if we're just going to avoid counters altogether here. Henchbots will cut. Okay, Putrid Pals. We got 3 of these guys. 4 mana, 3/3s, Death Touch, and they have Disappears. This creature enters with +1/+1 counter, 2 +1/+1 counters on it if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay, so that's not in your end step. That one is actually when they enter. That's an ETB that is relying on Disappear triggers. So this is great if you want to swing out in combat and maybe lose something, then cast in your second main phase, and it becomes a 4-mana 5/5 with Death Touch. That's nasty. Okay, we're going to keep all 3 of those guys. Ragamuffin Raptor. When this creature enters, return up to 1 target food, creature or food card from your graveyard to your hand. Ragamuffin Raptor. This creature enters, return up to 1. Yep. And then these guys, we know what they do. Westwind Avatar. It's a 7-mana 7/7. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a token or a land. If you do, gain 3 life. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your controller's turn, draw a card. So we're going to keep them. I know 7 mana is kind of insane, especially early on, or in a sealed pre-release format, but we'll cut that guy. We'll cut Mutagen Man just because he doesn't necessarily fit. Now the problem is we're at 32 cards and we have a lot of value. Like all these cards fit within the theme that we're doing. So that's a good problem to have too many cards, and then you can really start cutting to make sure you get what you need. So the thing about these guys is they have cycling for lands. As tragic as it is, it's also really good because if you get them in your starting hand and you just need the lands, then throw them in your graveyard, right? We have Ragamuffin Raptor. I'll probably cut one of these guys just because we want to minimize our high expense cards. But we're not doing too bad. So we do have 4 lands here, so our actual deck number is sitting at 27, which means we have to make 4 more cuts, which is brutal. I'm gonna cut one of the Omni Cheese Pizzas, okay? I'm gonna cut one of the Insectoid Exterminators, and even though it's good value, I'm gonna cut Mikey. So that puts us at 24. We gotta make one more cut. And honestly, as for combat tricks, Saved by the Shell's really all we have, and Death in the Family for removal. So it's really kind of unfortunate how little combat tricks we have, because combat tricks can win or lose a game. I'm gonna take out one of the Putrid Pals. Great card, like I love how it fits, it's fantastic, but you know, 3 of them is a lot. 3 is a lot. Now that would pretty much guarantee you always get one, but still, decisions had to be made. And sometimes they're hard ones. All right, so actually, no, we're gonna cut one of the Tunnel Rats and get that guy back in here, because I don't need 2 of the Tunnel Rats. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this deck, all right? So we got 23, and then we got these lands that are additional value, right? Yeah, this is good. This is good. So I'm happy with this. Whether or not I would win with this, that is the question. But this is a resource, right? So you can just do this over and over and over again. Obviously, I don't know a lot of the cards, right? This is the first time I've seen some of them, but other ones I've heard about, like the Rocksteady and Bebop combo of making them unblockable. Just do research is a big thing of pre-release, and honestly, the more that you get into it, the better you'll be. I've done a lot of these for different sets, and it definitely translates into success at pre-release events. So thank you guys for watching, tuning in, and checking out this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned about this resource, or if you already knew about it, that you can just appreciate the value that it adds. And make sure you go out to a local game store and participate in a pre-release event. Okay? Even if you don't necessarily love the set, it's good for your LGS, and it's a ton of fun, right? Some places buy pizza, some places you just get together with all your friends, and it's really one of the most affordable ways to enjoy a new set and just get right into the action. And then if you win, you get prizes, which is great. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And whether you're watching during the day or at night, I hope you have a fantastic one of those. All right, deuces.